Amy's awesome, isn't she? Her bloopers brought me back to some times that I remembered her just getting started. And you have to start somewhere. That's what we're going to talk about today is, we get stuck in sales. A lot of what we have to do is really wrapped around how do we sell better? How do we differentiate ourselves? And today, while we have a couple different talks today, the good news is tomorrow we have even deeper dives into the conversation that we're having today. So we can break down into really the how-to stuff tomorrow. So take some good notes I want to share with you. But when it comes to, the sales process, the cold call, personally, I think it's been dead a long time or should have been. We should not be cold on anything. First of all, I don't like being cold, which is why I'm here in Orlando coming from the Northeast right now. Don't like it, right? However, we still have to learn how to find ways to prospect. We have to find ways to offer more value. And hopefully I could share with those ways by letting you think differently today so your job becomes easier. Let's think about this for a second. The definition of a cold call is kind of still old school. There are people still teaching this stuff today. Pick up the phone and call someone you don't know and try and sell them something. That just sounds awkward in general, doesn't it? Not fun. In 1988, when I wore a gold jacket, wasn't even like a sexy gold back then, I knocked on doors for a living. We just knocked, and you know what the shocking part was? After 40 or 50, some lady goes, yeah, come on in, let's talk, and I didn't know what the hell to do. I could come in, we can have a conversation, oh my God, it worked. However, times have changed. When you look at all the different studies that are taking place and all the things that are happening, we have to look at the level of people that are still happening. Now, if you go make unexpected sales calls, and I know a lot of you sometimes will walk in on a real estate agent, you'll walk in on a brokerage, we shouldn't stop making those calls because here it'll tell you that a study's been done where even 1,000 executives said they have still taken an unexpected call or an appointment for an event. So that says the unexpected still works. What it didn't say is the unprepared unexpected, the uninformed unexpected, right? Walking in with information without having information is like putting lipstick on a hog today. It makes no damn sense. I don't know why we do it. We still sometimes think we just need numbers. We need numbers. We need to be smarter. So I want to give you some smarter ways. But before that, I want to ask you a shocking question. In sales, what do you think, or how many phone calls do you think the average salesperson in any industry right now gives up on a lead before they stop calling? Average number. Go. 2, 8, who said 8? Oh God, you're a blessing if you get that close. 2, who said 2? Okay, what else? 3. It is shocking. 1.3. 1.3 they bail. And we sometimes focus on, I need more leads. You'll hear real estate agents, you want to help me work more leads? You don't need more. You need to work the ones you have. You need to work the relationships that you're supposed to be working instead of churning through stuff. It's shocking. Look where the numbers step up their game. The 3rd and 4th phone calls, the 4th and 5th. And it doesn't have to be phone anymore. We're going to talk about tools which you have available. Maybe it's Facebook Messenger. Maybe it's a text. There's so many varieties to communicate sometimes with people. And hopefully we'll go down that path. So that being said, we have some work to do because I don't care what business you think you're in. We think we're in real estate. We think we're in title. We think we're in loans. No, we're in sales. Nothing happens without a sale. So we've got to continue to work on our craft. So here's this question. Let's talk about your clients. Now, I think I know some of your clients. For example, and we're going to use this interactively, so keep your hands up just so I can make sure I have the read of the audience. So let's first of all think, who are your clients? So by who, if your clients are, and keep your hands up afterwards, are your clients real estate agents? Put your hands up. Okay, are your clients attorneys? Keep them up. Keep them up. Attorneys, add loan officers, add mortgage company owners. Who am I missing, client-wise? FSBOs, investors, okay, good. But we got about 80% of our client base right here. Real estate agents, loan officers, right? Attorneys, that's it, right? Speaking of attorneys, is Iceman here? That's Iceman right there? You've been killing the social stream today. Thanks for doing all that, first of all. Have you guys been following the social stream on the app? Yes? Yeah. Iceman, I don't think have you been to an event here before? First event, and he's been blowing up the social stream, so welcome here. I wanted to find out, call you out on stage and say congrats. Doing a nice job. So we know who our clients are, right? The question is now where are they? Where are they? Not physically in the office, where are they online? And here's where we're gonna have to look into where we can start to do our work. You know darn well that if they're not here in these places, they should be, or they're there in these places and they're doing a really poor job. You could probably think of a few that come to mind, right? How many people have, like, some of your clients now have an Instagram account they haven't posted in months. They have a Facebook business page that's doing nothing. So they're there, they have a Zillow profile, it's not completed with no reviews. So your clients are on these sites. The question I have to ask you then is, are you there communicating with them? Some of them, yes. Some of them, sure, I text and I got cell phones. Yeah, I'm on LinkedIn, but we're gonna talk about more on LinkedIn. Yeah, I'm on Facebook, but I'm talking really connect with them from a sales relationship standpoint. See, there's a fine line in sales. First of all, and this might be some of you in the room and you'll know who you are. The fine line is this, what I call the career student. The career student is that paralysis of analysis. They will study and train and train and study and practice scripts and practice scripts and practice and study, but not make the call or show up. Do you know that? There's people here in this room that are that way. See, look at you laughing. They're laughing, you know you are. Or you know someone that is. But then the extreme isn't any better. Call them sales ninjas. Just dial, dial, dial. Let's just go crazy. Except don't know what to say. They got some standard script. They can't shift on the fly. And they know nothing about the individual. Nothing. So that's a problem. We have so much information today. Think about this. Anybody been in corporate sales? Like Fortune 5 type sales? Besides just me? Nobody, just me. So I'll tell you my story real quick. Think about this. If I'm walking into a corporate sale cold before we had information, and I got 10 minutes and I'm waiting before I speak to him or her, what am I doing for those 10 minutes? I am looking for something to talk about. I'm looking for the little Corvette model he's got on his desk. I'm looking for some kind of kid's picture. Give me something because I have nothing. We had no resources. And you know darn well that first 3 minutes is all I have. The middle of the line here is that sales champion that does their quick prep, and I'm going to give you a really cool tip on how to prep for anything. I don't care if you're walking into a broker's office, a loan officer's space. You want to have the piece of information right here. I call it the 5x5. You're welcome to take pictures, write it down. We'll go over it. It's simply this. 5x5 means this. 5 pieces of information in 5 minutes. That's your prep. 5 pieces. I need to know these 5 things in 5 minutes. Maybe take you a little longer in the beginning. So I can go online, check out their website, see what they actually have or not have. I could go on social with them if I'm connected, find their family, friends, who I might be connected to. Are they online? Do they have a Facebook business page? LinkedIn, I can use a couple different ways. Check out their past clients, check out their past employers. What do I have in common? What are their hobbies? And then last is Google. I always Google my clients, Jeff. No, but we're missing the point. When we go look for them, what do we actually see? Remember, we're looking for things to help them with, not just to find out about them. We're looking for holes. Studies will show simply that if you have simply these 5 pieces of information, you almost have an 18 to 20% better appointment capture rate to have that conversation with them. Because you have that conversation, you have the information. And it's only getting better, right? So 5x5 is a simple method. Or, some of you get annoyed by this, but you know what I mean by this. How many of you are double downers and double dials? Double dials, meaning you know what I mean. I dialed you once, happened to me yesterday, phone call from somebody I didn't know. I'm like, nope, dump them to voicemail. 2 minutes later, dialed me back. I'm like, damn. Should I just take it that maybe something I'm missing? I don't want to miss out on something. All right, take it. Hello. Hi, is Mr. Lobb there? Oh, damn, they got me. Double dial. They got you. It works. Curiosity killed the cat, it's going to kill me. Sometimes we don't know. Remember, when we're thinking about this and we don't know somebody, what we have to realize is it really might be our next lead. It really might be our next introduction to the next paycheck. So when we tend to dump people we don't know, that's really potentially your business you're dumping. Unfortunately, a lot of solicitation sits in there, but the double dial sometimes has an 18% rate of working. Double dialing. So, something you might try, I get annoyed by it, but it works. Try it. You'll see. You'll know when you get annoyed. Now, let's talk LinkedIn for a second, because I hear so many people, Jeff, I'm on LinkedIn, but you're not using it right. We all have access to LinkedIn. All of us. But are you using the depths of the tools that are there? You know, the two that come to mind, and again, we could do a deeper dive tomorrow on some of the stuff, especially social media, Sales Navigator and Team Link. Sales Navigator and Team Link. Sales Navigator first. Anybody using Sales Navigator and Team Link? Just curious in the room? No? Okay, good. Check it out. Watch. Sales Navigator is part of the LinkedIn platform. It helps you really build the social connection to the person. It gives you more depth and a deeper dive into that person or that person's businesses. It helps you learn and focus on who you should be talking to. It shows you the connections and relationships they have. So if I'm going to talk to a broker, it'll give me all the depths of that. It'll give me the real estate agent's background. Because guess what? That background sometimes is where we might connect. What they did before real estate. What did they do before anything that they did as a career? Where'd they go to school? Think about this. If you just had college in common, is that something to talk about? Hell yeah, that's an easy conversation, right? So it just helps you build that relationship. So it's a deeper dive tool in the LinkedIn platform called Sales Navigator that helps you sell socially better. Simple. Next is Team Link. This is leveraging relationships. Now, it might not be for all of you. Some of you might not feel comfortable with it. I think it's kind of cool, and I'll give you an example. So this is, you know how it will all say you're the first connection, you're the second connection, you're the third connection. What this does will help put together people that I'm trying to create a relationship with. So if I'm trying to get to an appointment with Ken sitting over here on the right, but I don't know Ken. Like I've heard of him, but I don't know him. But I can go to Team Link and realize that Jeff has a really good connection to Ken. I could rely on Jeff introducing me to Ken because you know darn well sometimes that handshake referral, oh, talk to my friend Jeff, talk to my friend. That handshake gets me the appointment sometimes. So this helps me leverage my relationship with Jeff to get an appointment with Ken when you really want to get that right person. Team Link just allows you to do that and shows you how to do it and helps you do it. Real simple tools that are built into the same platforms we all have access to. Right, so pretty simple, right? Next, I tell people all the time, and people still don't do it, export their contacts out of LinkedIn. I do it twice a year. Now, some people go, Jeff, I did listen to you, I did it. Awesome. What did you do with it next? Because, well, it's in a spreadsheet, I put it into my CRM. Good. That's half the battle. But now that I've exported all of those people, think about it, for some of you, it's hundreds, if not thousands of people that you normally don't talk to on a daily basis. You don't social with them, you're not really commenting on stuff. You just doubled your database in some places. Now that I've exported them, what do I do next? So up here I've got some samples for you. Yeah, I can put them into my email campaigns. Could I upload that list into my Facebook page and try and match and see who I can connect with on Facebook? Yes or no? Yes. Come on guys, yes or no, right? Could I take that list and upload it into the Facebook advertising platform and run targeted ads at those people from a branding standpoint too? Yes or no? That's right. Could I go and use a platform like AdRoll or AdWorks? I use AdWorks. And upload it and run a branding campaign where now my name and face and my brand is popping up on CNN and the Weather Channel while they're sitting in front of their desktops and mobile devices with that same list of people I exported. So I could take that same list of data and have it imported into Facebook. I could have it imported into retargeting campaigns. Not only my CRM, could I leverage it, and you hear the term predictive data. So now you have real estate agents as clients. You have loan officers as clients. So sometimes I'm sharing these with you for you to think about, but my expertise also comes into talking to you so that you can go share with them to increase their business. So here's a good one. You go talk to your next real estate agent, loan officer connection, ask them how big their database is, and when they say, oh, 2,000 people, and check this out for a second. I'll ask you this question. If a real estate agent has a database of 2,000 people, I don't care if they were leads from Zillow, Sphere, past clients, whatever it might be, 2,000. What do you think the percentage would be of people who are going to move in the next 12 months out of those 2,000 people? What's your opinion? Percentage? 10? 15? Pretty high. What do you think the low is? 3? 5? Do the math real quick. 5% of 2,000. Come on. Help me out. 5% of 2,000. We get to pay commissions, don't we? We need to figure that stuff out real quick. Right? 100 transactions on the low side. So in my database, so your client's 2,000 database that they probably haven't talked to in years has 2,000 people, and maybe 100 transactions will happen. The question you need to ask them is how many of those 100 will they get? Because that's going to happen. People are going to move with or without them. So now with predictive data, there's companies out there like Revaluate Pro, where you can start taking data and putting it into a system of smart data, and it could start to measure, and yeah, I know some of you get a little freaked out by this, but it starts to measure their buying habits, their shopping habits. When are they buying an engagement ring? When did somebody get divorced? And it simply just triggers you saying, hey, life events are happening, because that's when real estate happens, when a life event happens, and it just sends you a little alert saying, out of your 2,000 people, Jeff, you might want to call these 4, something's going on here. So it's just alerting you of people that are going through those events. This all stemmed from an export, a simple export of those contacts, right? So we all say we use LinkedIn, but Navigator, TeamLink, exporting it, export turns into potentially 5 more marketing opportunities. If you want them, and for you to take to your clients, especially loan officers and real estate agents that want this information, they need to know how to do it. This is gold to them. Okay, now let's take a look at Facebook real quick. Everyone you're connected to, every agent you're trying to target, every agent you're doing business with, everyone you want to do business with, if you do not have them connected on Facebook in a list, a strategic list that is watching and talking to them on a daily basis on your mobile device, meaning I create a list that says potential clients, and in that list I go there once a day for 10 minutes and I get to see everything just those potential clients are posting. Do you think if you had the ability to comment and like on potential clients on an ongoing basis, I would be able to stay connected to these people in a much more relationship manner? Look, I never met Iceman yet, but because of social, I got to know him a little bit, personality-wise. Okay? We start to connect. There are certain lists that we can create. You should have a list of your past clients that when something's happening and going on, you pay attention to them in the list. If you go to Facebook and get sucked into the noise every day, you'll just kill a lot of time, and that's okay, it's your time. Me, I go to my lists. I go to my colleagues, my family, my clients, and I just go through the list of people in there, and I like and comment, and I talk to them on a weekly, if not monthly basis, some are even daily. Now let me ask you this question. Go back to your CRM and database. How often are you talking to them? Talking to them. Just paying attention to them. Showing them they matter. Not much at all. So a simple list can do that. Take pages. Let's go one step deeper to your agents. You go to any real estate agent you're working with or want to work with, look at their business page, and I'll tell you, most of the time, they're doing a terrible job trying to get engagement or people to talk to or content to put there. We got some good solutions for that. It's a good conversation piece for you to go share. Hey, I've got some really good ideas for your Facebook business page. Are you getting a lot of activity on it? And most of the answer is going to be, eh. And we're asking this, and I'll ask you this. Same question, just reverse it to them. Are you getting more engagement on your personal Facebook page or your business page? Get it, come on, talk, let's go. Personal, why? Business page is boring, right? There's nothing there. I don't need to wake up in the morning and go see Jeff Lobb's real estate business page that has a new listing on it. Don't care. But when you go to my personal page, what do you get? You get the life. You get the life of what's going on, and kids, and work, and family. That's where I'm helping. That's what we care about. So your clients may have terrible business pages. Good opportunity to talk to them about it. Right? Messenger. First year, this year ever, since the conversion of SMS and text, I'm getting more Facebook messages than text messages this year. And there's a reason for that. Think about the power of Messenger. As crazy as it sounds, the big thing with text is you need what? Their phone number. Big thing with email is you need their email. Big thing with Messenger is what? I don't need any of it. So I can just reach out to Jeff. I can just reach out to anybody I want. And now, I mean, some people may not respond to you, but it has direct access to my mobile device that's in my pocket all the time. Messenger has become ridiculously popular. So start to learn that other people may respond to Messenger very well. And then there's live. We'll talk more about live this afternoon. We're streaming live. Live to me is more value today than, man, I think the evolution of television. It has more power than actual television. Now keep it short and simple. Think about this for a second, just nice and easy. If I have Channel 2 here in Florida, I was watching some TV, right, news, whatever, Channel 2. If I'm over in Europe, can I get that Channel 2 here in Florida? No. Channel 7, Channel 5, no. If I'm on Facebook Live right now, can someone in Europe be watching this? Yeah. Barcelona? Yeah. Paris? Sure. The Caribbean? Yep. On vacation on the beach, watching this. That's more powerful than television. If we're not learning to leverage that platform in a skillful way, in a shared content way, in a way that's building your audience and your brand, you're simply just missing an opportunity. Because it's available and it costs you how much? Zero. Costs everyone zero. Does everyone have access to the same platform? Sure is. It's a matter of what you're going to do with it. Okay? That being said, next one, we'll talk about Google. Google for you, Google for them. But what comes up on Google? And you go, Jeff, here all the time. Jeff, I Google my clients before I go talk to them, before that cold call. I Google them, I research them. Cool. However, you want to still look for the things and the holes and the gaps. So what comes up when I Google them? For example, if I go and I pull up Schwartz and Blackman, I don't know them. They're here, they're different parts of the country. But just a quick Google search now, whether this is a real estate agent, a brokerage, real quick. Now, yes, their website's up top. Awesome. But there's a lot of holes right here. 2-star review on Google, right? 2 stars on Google. Do you think he knows about that? Do you think he might need to be having a conversation about how maybe someone can help them with their Google reviews? There's ways to help that, you know. Pretty simple. Don't have to be a brain surgeon to figure it out. Keep going down the screen. What else do you find? Do you find other stuff that's old from 5 or 10 years ago? Do you find relevant stuff? And better yet, here's where we missed the gap. Take that same link, the same search, and open it up on your iPhone and Android and look at their mobile site. How long are you going to stay on that mobile site? Right. Now think about this. Now I'm not picking on these guys, but maybe I am. I'm picking on them. Picking on them, sorry. I am going to pick on them. Let's say they do personal injury, right? What's their average customer worth? What's their average customer? Could be thousands, hundreds of thousands, right? I need their service. I get here. I leave. You don't know you just lost $100,000. How do you feel? Real estate agents. I'm searching. I find this kind of page for a real estate agent, and I'm out. Here's the problem. The real estate agent that's sitting in New Jersey, wherever they're sitting, doesn't see me do this and doesn't see me leave and didn't see their paycheck walk away. But they're gone. So if I'm having a conversation with this group and I want to get an appointment, yeah, you know what? We're in the title business. But we have to be in other businesses too. I can have a conversation about, hey, you know, I just wanted to talk to you about some things I saw online that might be impacting your business. If you have a marketing person, I'd love to sit down and spend a few minutes with them because I think there's some really valuable things that might be costing you a lot of money. Do you have 10 or 15 minutes for me? That's something you might get the appointment with. And I have things to have conversations about. This is what throw me in your shoes right now, and I'm going to go visit an attorney, or I'm going to go visit a RE/MAX agent, or I'm going to go visit a broker. I'm going to say the same thing. That's how I'm leaning in. That's how I'm going to compete. Take a real estate agent. Sometimes they're funnier. I am one. For a long time. So here, I wouldn't say you want to chase this one for business, because it looks like she hasn't done a transaction in 12 months. However, if you notice the little thing above it, she's a premier agent with Zillow. She's spending money. No reviews, no transactions, nothing going on, and I didn't get a chance to dive into this deeper, but we will in another session tomorrow, is there's nothing happening. She's saying she's a stellar real estate agent, but there are no reviews. There's no profiles filled out. If she was doing transactions and still had the stuff done poorly, there's a conversation to be had. I can help her solve that problem. And then maybe I'll earn her business. Okay, so these types of opportunities is why I'm looking. Not just to find out, oh, does she have kids and, what school does she go to? I am also looking for these opportunities. Next, we may do this. We pop into their open houses. Okay, I know loan officers do it all the time. I work with those guys as well. You pop into an open house. Maybe you have a sales team. You pop on open houses. Good idea. You got a captive audience. They're trapped there for 4 hours. Usually they can't run away on you. Usually. But however, what are you bringing them? I'm not talking about like lunch. I'm not talking about like cold iced tea. Is when you get there and you have a conversation, are you bringing them something that says, hey, I see you got a cool sign-in sheet going on, but have you ever considered using an app called AM Open House? And they're going to go, what? No, there's an app. Not only does AM Open House have a digital sign-in, it creates a beautiful digital brochure for your home. Every customer that walks in the door, when I go door knock my customers, I could send them a digital link to everything about your house. It gathers sellers' feedback as well, so when we're done with the open house, I can send it to the seller. Have you ever looked at that before? And they're going to look at you going, no, how do I get it? Oh, what's it going to cost? Free. Free. You think they might find value in stuff like that? So they're holding the open house. That's how do you help them? Or let's say they are prepared. They got all that stuff. And you're holding the open house. Hey, have you ever tried live streaming from an open house? No, I get a little nervous on camera, and I don't know what to say or do. Well, let's just do this. How about we'll figure it out. We'll do it together. I'll be your camera person. And I see people right now in the title industry helping their real estate agents. Here, I'll push the button. I'll start off, and we'll talk, and let's just have some fun. Don't make it so darn formal. You heard Amy talking about video. Stop getting stuck on the details. Don't start walking around either. So here's the kitchen. No. Tell me something I need to know as the consumer. Tell me about the location. Tell me about the town. Tell me why the school system's really cool. And if you don't know that, you need to because you're the local expert, so learn it. But that's the values. Don't tell me how good of a title agent you are because no one cares right now. You're selling me. Tell me why the house is great, the location's great. Tell me something about your knowledge base that's going to help me and create a really good content video that can share virally. Who's that good for? Both of you. Both of you. So we have these opportunities we do. And, I'm sure they love you buying lunch and writing a check. However, there are better ways to build that relationship and build that channel. And it's really easy with simple tools. Okay, so we have to understand, we're in discovery mode. We have to be a fact-finding mission to understand what we're looking for. It's not just about, I got to call him, let me find my 5x5, and I'm going to pick up the phone. That's good. But it's after that, how do I build that relationship? How do I look online and find the holes I can connect with them? So here's what I want to kind of share with you. This is we saw the 5x5 program is finding the needs and looking for gaps in everything that they're doing, especially Google. You will find old stuff. You'll find other people. Like I looked up somebody the other day. It was an actress. Then it was somebody else, and then it was the realtor, and then it was the actress again. And I say to myself this, and this is kind of embarrassing. You want me to hire you to sell one of my largest assets, but you can't market you. Why aren't you marketing yourself really well? So they need help. We have to find those ways to help. We have to start learning that critical strategies have to happen where not only do I need to learn my 5x5, I need to learn that I need to engage with them in lists and communicate with them the way they want to be communicated with and have conversations. Find areas where you can help them, demonstrate the value you have to help their business, and don't ask for it first. Try and give them a solution and then earn it is probably where my mindset goes. I want to earn that business before I ask for it. So I think we have to wrap this up with, yeah, we're in title. Or if I'm talking to a mortgage group, yeah, we're in mortgages. But we have to learn, as title, we are in way more businesses than we think than just title. Here's the answer. Title is expected. You're going to do that really well. Like that should be the minimum standard. Like you're just going to kill it in title. We got that. Now what else can you do to help me? That's the way we need to start thinking, is focusing on those relationships, focusing on solutions for our clients, and then demonstrating you can help them. That will grow your business. Hope I gave you some good ideas today. Thank you guys for your time. Appreciate you. Thanks.